Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy, MrWarrenHayes, pulling off a surprise stream tonight. Tonight being Monday night. I thought I had told you folks that I wouldn't be doing streams on Monday nights anymore, and I don't, and I'm just getting everything together here. I decided like on a whim to just pop on stream here and do a little something. Watch the big Raw show with whoever wants to pop in and join in. That'd be fantastic. And look at that. Look at this. Look at who we have here. We've got Hawkeye who's here, Shane Haas, Maven Glean, Spees from the Spees and the Benchmark Show. You got Carlos joining me here. I think what I'm actually going to do here, I got to toy around with my settings a bit here. Like, this is a bit of an impromptu thing. This is a bit of an impromptu situation. I didn't plan on doing this, so let me just give me a second here, and I'm going to adjust the output because I don't think the stream is at proper quality here. There we go. We're going to get this going. Yeah! How's everybody doing? So the show started. No, I didn't get a haircut. I just have it tied up in a ponytail. You know, right here. Through my hat. Through my Bob Ross hat. Wearing my Wapaco, Wisconsin t-shirt. Just as John Cena Reeves on TV. I'm on stream. That's how things go. So it's the big Raw reunion. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not quite sure exactly how I feel about it, because if only because the Raw 25 show and the SmackDown 1000 show are still very, very fresh, and I think it's okay to be cynical in these types of situations. I think this is a ratings grab. We've heard a lot of rumors and innuendo saying that this is USA Network that demanded something like this happen tonight because the ratings stink. So I don't know exactly what the story is, but I feel like we're in for a unique evening of WWE programming, and I'm not sure how to feel about it yet. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Anthony from Smart to Death. Let's have a look-see at how things are gonna go. And if you guys, what I would appreciate, since we don't do this very often, take the time to tweet the link out, send it out there, tell people what's going on, come and join this wonderful chat so that we can watch the next 3 hours together as a group. I'd really appreciate it, and I thank you in advance for doing so, and thumbing up as well. Special Monday stream, and of course I'm not going to be showing the stream, right? Because that'll be a great way for me to be to get a copyright strike, which I don't want. Oh, come on, John. People have been nice to you for a while. Well, can't have everything. Hulk Hogan's going to be here. Look at that. DX is going to be here, folks. What a shocker. Stone Cold Steve Austin will be here. Folks, if you want Stone Cold and Kevin Owens to stun everyone in the ring tonight, press F. F for Owens and Austin stunners. Press F in the chat. There you go. Starting the show with Cena was such a great idea. All right. Lit. Oh, rap battle. Doctor of Thugonomics. I'm okay with that. This is actually kind of fun. Or anyway, the idea is fun. Aw. The Doctor of Thugonomics. That chin, that chin stroke. Hopefully, he didn't pay too much for that acting class where they showed how to do that. Come on, John. Oh, that's nice. Was Rikishi announced? Oh, that's a nice surprise. That's pretty cool. Anthony in the chat says, "So are the Usos the in-ring version of the Street Profits?" You think Scotty Too Hotty's there? I don't know why they say. I don't know why they sing Rikishi. It's always been Rikishi, right? If there's a lot of banter between the old stars as opposed to them burying new talent, I'm okay with this. Oh, there we go. There's your talent that's about to get buried. Uh, uh, it's it's a little cringe that Bubba Ray's not there or Bully Ray. Oh my goodness, there's Jimmy Hart. Oh, take your pick of what he wants to beat someone up, and he's asking Jimmy Hart who he should beat up. Okay. Um. Okay. Well, I thought that was a fine way to open the show. I didn't know how. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I thought that opening the show with Cena is a fantastic idea because despite the fact that John likes to put over the fact that nobody likes him, that he's a that he's disliked. He can he can work the crowd. He got the crowd fired up, and that's what he was there for. The Usos, they should have gone full on rap battle. I think if you're going to tease it, you might as well just go ahead with it. And did you guys just see Bray Wyatt or the Fiend? Okay. Um, but I mean, it was fine. And Rikishi coming out, that's nice. And the revival, that's just it. The revival coming out with only Devon, not Bubba Ray, Bully Ray, and I think Bully Ray earlier this week said that he had turned down the invitation to come tonight. It's kind of weird having one of the two Dudley boys out. It's a little cringe. It's like, well, we honestly had this idea and we're going to stick to it to the end, even though we only have one out of two. Right? I got to be right on this one. Vape Ross Vape in the chat says, WWE is so bad right now, I miss Cena. And Zeus King says, John Cena should come back as a heel and only speak Mandarin. That would be awesome. How good would that be? Like now John Cena just being completely immersed in Chinese culture. What a good idea. Now I kind of wish that happened. What do you guys feel? What did you guys feel about the opening segment? Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a chit chat. While I tweet out once more, just real quick here. I mean, I can't spell surprise anymore. There we go. Okay. My notifications. What's going on? Shush. Mute. And Bubba Ray is too busy telling fans to be fans, says Zeus King. I like that. Just be a fan. Don't try to get yourself over. Just have fun. Be a fan. Carlos says opener was okay. Hopefully the Usos and Revival get time to give us an NXT level match. Is that what we're getting? Because this would be like, I think, the 9th time in 2 months that we get the Usos versus the Revival in one form or another, or 2 months and a half. I'm not excited about it anymore. Let's see what our fans are saying. Well, our fans, people in the chat right now, are talking about. I thought it was a good opening segment, although I do agree, only having one Dudley was meh, totally meh. We need both. LOL. That's Maven Glean. Michael Stepney says, over under on the number of stunners delivered tonight. I'll say 3. I'll say 5. I'm going up. I say 5. Oh, Rikishi is going to be wrestling? Ooh, okay. Well, we're getting a 6-man tag. I mean, the Usos, there's nothing wrong with the Usos and the Revival wrestling together. They're two fantastic tag teams. But I mean, at some point, let's just give us something else, right? A couple of nice back body drops there. Wait, is it a 6-man tag? Or is it just a tag team match? Because now Rikishi's on the floor and Devon was as well. I guess we're just jumping out of the ring. I guess. Oh man, Scott Dawson should have gone for the flapjack right off the bat. He won. He got a pinfall last week just off a flapjack. I'd be pulling out the flapjack all the time, man. You should have gone straight off for a flapjack. Boom, ends the match. No. Actually, when was the last time before Scott Dawson actually did that? Did a flapjack end a match? Does anyone know? Like I don't ever remember seeing a flapjack like bring a match to an end, actually get a pin. Well, what's that even? Well, that's some old school heat if I ever saw it. Yeah. That's pretty. I mean, it's solid work, but well, there we go. Starting throwing people off the top rope to the floor is definitely going to eliminate any commentary where I was perhaps going to say, well, this is there's nothing too much here. Of course, we go to commercial. Wait, where's the 2 out of 3 pinfalls? What's going on? I'm so confused. I'm confused now. Oh boy. Michael Stepney says, I sense a stink face incoming. You you don't pull out Rikishi if he doesn't give a stink face. And of course, all right, guys, which member of the Revival is going to take the stink face? Is it going to be Scott Dawson or is it going to be Dash Wilder? If you're asking your boy Warren, it's going to be Dawson. But I want to know what you think. Dawson or Scott Dawson or Dash Wilder eat the stink face during this match or at the end of the match or whenever. Because, yeah, I agree, there is a stink face incoming. There is a stink face incoming. Want to say hello to Felice Dominis, brand new subscriber. Thank you for popping in. Alexa has a Burger King commercial. I'm in Canada. I got a car commercial. I didn't see it. Was it good? Hopefully it was good. Yeah, the chat agrees Dawson's eating the stink face. For sure. Oh, Vape is putting forward the idea that it might be Devon who eats the stink face. Could be, but they have this tendency to want to humiliate the actual stars, right? So the current stars, not actual stars, current stars. There we go. Here's the hot tag. Jimmy's in. That's some good fiery offense. Right to the bridge of Dash's nose that he blocked with his hands. Oh, that's nice. Nice little sequence there. That was cool. There's always a little something, in the revival, in Usos matches. Just a little something new every time. It's good. Good shit, pal. He just yanks him back. It's like, Dash, move out of the way. Yoink. I like that. Nice near fall there. There we go. Now they're cooking. There's Devon. And there's Rikishi. Perfect. That's fun. There we go. That's it. Are we back to 50-50 booking? Are we even now on the wins losses between the Usos and the Revival? I think we are. Nobody gets over. Nobody gets over. It's all about 50-50 booking. Are we not getting a stink face? What? This is highly improbable. Or they're going to do the too cool dance. Do you think they'd do that? They cannot not have a stink face. Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles, really? Okay. Oh my god! I'm sorry, I'm just stunned, Alicia Fox. Oh boy. Santino Marella. I wonder if he has his Cobra. Oh, there we go. Of course he does. Uh, okay. Oh, please, Drew beat his ass. Please, Drew beat Santino Marella up. Oh. No. No. Yes, we are getting Cedric versus Drew again. Carlos in the chat, that is correct. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm perfectly expecting 50-50 booking. Fun match between the Usos and the Revival, but as I said, like I'm pretty sure that this is like let's check together. Let me go check this out. Give me a second, but I'm pretty sure this was like the ninth time that we got if I could spell everything it'd go well. This is like the ninth time in 2 months, excuse me, maybe 9 weeks that we had the Revival versus the Usos in on TV in one form or another. And I swear, if I could spell, we'd probably have our answers right now. All right. Going to 2019 here. Bear with me, guys. I want to figure this out. So let's say we go back to 2006 to not 2006. Okay, so I'm just trying to see where this kind of started. Which a house party. Master Black Ricochet. Okay, so from from May 20, all right, the Revival versus the Usos on Raw, May 20. Then we had Drew McIntyre and the Revival versus Roman Reigns and the Usos on the June 3rd edition of Raw. So that's two. Then we had a tag team triple threat on Raw on the 10th, a week later. The Revival defeating Kurt Hawkins and the Usos for the title. So that's three. Then the Revival again in another tag team match. The elimination tag team match with the New Day, Daniel Bryan and Rowan, and the Usos again. So that's four. There we go on Raw. Then the best 2 out of 3 falls from Raw last week. That's five. Then not last week. The July 8th, and then July 15. That's it. That was last week. That's six. It's 7 times. 7 times, including tonight, that we've had the Revival versus the Usos in one form or another. Wait, that's... Sorry. It's not counting the pay-per-views where we've had 2 pay-per-views. It is 9 times. Because we had them at Stomping Grounds. We had them in Stomping Grounds and we had them at Extreme Rules. So I was right. It is 9 times since May 20 that we've had the Revival versus the Usos in one capacity or another. I think we're good. I think we're good with that. I think we're okay. You guys having a good time? You enjoying the Raw reunion? Feel free to tweet the link out. Get some more people in here. Let's have a big, busy, nutball crazy chat. Feel free to get your uncle in here. There's a lot of room for uncles tonight. I want all the uncles. And Maven, yes, Maven Glean in the chat is right. They fought each other at the Saudi show. So that'd make like 10. It's ridiculous. That was pretty cool. Shane Helms popping in. Guys, who's going to pin our truth tonight? Who of the old guard is going to, or at least attempt to pin our truth for the 24/7 title? Let me know. Okay. Oh. Mick Foley would be a great choice. Oh, it was a ruse! Oh! Renee's in on it now! Renee's in on it! It was an ambush! I was like, this is cool, you know, Renee trying to stand up for herself. Ah, Godfather. Papa Shango. The Hope Train is the PG train. The Hope Train. It's time for everyone to get on the Hope Train. What's wrong with my... Oh, there we go. All right, there's my boy Drew coming out. Drake Maverick has regained his title. I'm going to tell you guys, I love the 24/7 title. And I know a lot of people out there do as well. I'm pretty, you know. But it'd be nice if it wasn't the R-Truth Drake Maverick title. One of the things that really made it interesting was the idea that you could mix it up a little, right? That you could try some stuff out, you know, get some people in, some people out, you know. Now it's kind of, don't get me wrong, I dig the storyline, right? It's, you know, the Drake Maverick stuff with his wife I think is fantastic. But, you know, we could refresh. We could throw in an EC3 in there. We could throw in Eric Young. You know, there's a bit of unpredictability that's attached to it, spontaneity, but it's always the two same guys. They're good at what they do. It'd just be nice to have something more, a little something more to sink your teeth in, right? Oh boy. Going straight after each other. Oh man. Just getting booted. Your boy Cedric getting the boot. No, he's getting the claw now. Oh. The claw didn't quite work out. Cedric off the... Oh, that's a good PK right there. Nice. Well done. Very nice moonsault. The thing is, the thing that I like about this pairing is that Cedric is going to make Drew's offense look like $1,000,000. Look at Drew slug. Look at him go. And Cedric is going to make his offense look like $1,000,000. He's going to sell his ass he's going to sell his ass off for him. Warren, words. Not that hard. Right into the barricade. I said it first, Corey Graves. See? Oh my God. Is he having second thoughts? Well, I mean, the visual is interesting, but it's still safer for Cedric to take the reverse Alabama slam onto the apron because not all his body is following. He doesn't have to rest all the impact on his arms. So I guess we're getting a no contest here. Is that what's happening, folks? Yeah, that was a no contest. Oh well. Oh, do you think the Viking Raiders are gonna job out to a DX tonight, guys? Ivar. Yeah, I'm bringing out all the hits tonight. Well, very uneven segment, but pushing forward the Cedric and Drew storyline. It was fine. There, a no contest. Probably would have liked Cedric to take more of a beating. Not because I don't like him. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, if you are going to move forward with this and you want Cedric to look like he was just demolished by this guy, by this Drew McIntyre fella, well, I would have given it a couple of more minutes. Let Drew really massacre him. We're heading up on the first hour of the Raw reunion show, ladies and gentlemen. So far, we have seen John Cena, we've seen Rikishi, we've seen Devon Dudley sans Bubba Ray or Bully Ray. We have seen Tori Wilson. We've seen Santino Marella. Who am I forgetting? And The Godfather. We've had 6. Count them, 6 former Raw stars. Wait, I'm forgetting someone. Who am I forgetting, chat? I'm definitely forgetting someone. Zeus King says, Hagar the Horrible and Asterix are an awesome tag team. I appreciate that. Maven Glean says, I swear to God, if I see Viking Raiders face another jobber team, well, I don't know what you're swearing to God for, Maven, but I think your God is about to get sworn to. And Vape says, they should let Sarah Logan be a part of the Raiders. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Caitlyn. Yes, thank you, Zach and Maven. Caitlyn is who I was forgetting. By the way, hi, Zach. That's absolutely correct. It was Caitlyn. Caitlyn, who, by the way, had I forgot to mention when she was on screen. Oh, and Jimmy Hart and Hogan. I think I pushed those out of my memory for a reason. But here's the thing. Caitlyn was in the Mae Young Classic last year, and she had a thunderous match. Like, she looked really, really good. She hadn't wrestled in like 4 to 5 years, something like that. And she started back on the indies. And when I saw her go, I was like, man, she's primed for another run. They should just bring her in, have her have another run. She looked fantastic. She did much, much, much better than Madison Rayne. Madison Rayne, who stinks. I am not respect to her career, what she's accomplished. It's crazy what she was able to accomplish with the level of talent that she had. But I am not a Madison Rayne fan. If we go back to the Mae Young Classic last year, Madison Rayne she fought Mercedes Martinez in the first round, and it takes a special kind of person. It takes a very special kind of person to get a bad match out of Mercedes Martinez, and she was able to do it. Good on her. Are you glad you guys came here for such cutting insights on Madison Rayne? Oh, I haven't been watching Impact recently, so I don't know how she's doing, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not a fan. There's Drake Maverick coming out of the locker room like a spy, like a super spy. Wouldn't he have the boogeyman spot? What? Pat Patterson. Oh, brother. Hey, it's our boy Christian. Yes, Vaporos Vape says, new champ from Canada, Canadian, the first Canadian to hold the 24/7 title, Pat Patterson, representing my neck of Canada, Quebec. Oh, Lillian Garcia, man, she is such a national treasure. And here come Hagar the Horrible and Asterix. I still like that. I dig that. Well, I mean, I was saying, hey, wouldn't it be nice if they added more people into the 24/7 scene, right? Oh, there you go. Be careful what you wish for, Warren. So there's no jabronis out, Maven. There's no jabronis out. Yeah, exactly. Who are they facing? Or are the jobbers just going to slink into the ring? Hawkins and Ryder might as well be facing jobbers. Christian's good. Vaporos Vape and first IC champ is Pat Patterson. Yeah, and I like Michael Cole saying it's like Rio de Janeiro again, all over again, which is allegedly where Pat won the Intercontinental title. But there was no match in Rio de Janeiro. It's just an entire huge work. It's interesting. Kicks out not even at 1. And here comes Ivar. Ivar? 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 Oof. Big scoop. Slams him down. Just dumps him on Ryder. And it can't put Zack Ryder away just yet. Here comes Ivar back into the ring. Oh, there we go. There's the hot tag to Kurt Hawkins. Man, the crowd is dead. Man, I still can't believe that they burned Kurt Hawkins losing streak on winning the Raw titles. There was such a real story that could have been told there. I don't know what you guys think, but that was the best thing he had going. Now he's just we kind of all predicted it. If they didn't do something special out of it and they just had his losing streak be broken, he'd be just lost in the shuffle, and this is pretty much what's happening. It's a shame. The Viking experience. They just wouldn't let that one go. Vince was like, well, we can change the name to Viking Raiders, but you gotta name the finisher the Viking experience. Damn it. It's a great name. It has to be used somewhere. And I bet he was like, the fat one. The really fat one. Could we call him the Viking experience? Wait, Vince, you want us to name one of the two guys the Viking experience? Yeah. So we'd have like Eric and the Viking experience. Yeah. And their team would be the Viking Raiders. So basically, Vince, what you're saying, the Viking Raiders would be made up of Eric and Viking experience. Yeah. Yeah, that's good shit, pal. No, there's Caitlin. You guys were right. Mike Kanellis. Eric Bischoff! Oh. Oh boy. The pantomime. Oh, okay. That was loud. That was really loud. All right. So what are we thinking so far, chat? We're getting into an hour into the program. I want to know what you guys think. It's interesting. Eric Bischoff is there saying, "No, if you want, you can come over to SmackDown," as if the brand split still mattered, as if they're still like position, they're still enough separation right now to ensure a trade. That's that very very. It's kind of dumb, actually. I don't know what that meant exactly. You want to come over to SmackDown? I don't get it. I don't understand. You know, everything has been so porous as far as whose team is where, or which wrestlers on what brand. You know, I think so far we've only seen Raw wrestlers, right? Cedric, Drew, uh, Hawkins and Ryder, the War Raiders, and we had the Usos and the Revival. Now Joe's on Raw, right? See, I don't even know anymore. But yeah, isn't he on Raw? He was switched back to Raw, or did he go to SmackDown? I don't remember. Um, Ron Simmons says, not Ron Simmons. I wish Ron Simmons was in the chat. That'd be something. No, but Carlos says Ron Simmons, damn, never gets old. Neat little gimmick there with the blowhorn. Maven Glean says I had ideas of where they could go with Mike and Maria. Now I have no clue. Yeah, I'm still very much in wait and see. I didn't care much for that segment. They're just preying on. They're overusing pregnant women stereotypes. You know, the stretch marks, and then there was like a couple of weeks ago was the ice cream. You know, and ice cream and pickles. Anyway. Zach Barber says that they're trying to phase out the wild card. Are they? Are they trying to phase out the wild card, or are they just abandoning the idea of the wild card and just like letting the floodgates be open and have people go in and out all the time? That could be. That could be. And yeah, Joe is on Raw. People are confirming. Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay. I mean, so far we've all had Raw people. Maybe this will be the reset. Vaporoz Vape says tonight is the night you can give your brain off. No, no, my brain never gets shut off. It always has to think. It always has to try to piece things together. And there's a moth. There's a moth in my house. We have to see Kevin Owens tonight, right? He has to show up. He has to do something with Stone Cold. There has to be a handoff of the stunner. There has to be. All right. The club. The OG. The OC. Oh. The only club that matters. Oh, this script. Mm. Don't say it. Don't say it. Just show it. Show don't tell. Pat. Oh boy, Gerald, Jerry Briscoe. Pin him! Pin him! Kelly, pin him! Yeah! Oh my God! We got our first female 24/7 champion! And it's Sean Ross Sapp's favorite wrestler! Kelly! That is some good shit! Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna do a quick tweet here. As I'm pulling double duty. I'm also over on Bell to Bells Watch here. If you guys aren't following that, well, you should. belltobells.com. That's BELLTOBELLES. You can follow on Twitter as well. I'm gonna put something out here. Excuse me a second here. Oh boy. Who's Joe jobbing out to tonight? Poor Joe. J.S. Brown and Snipe Sconey. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Well, I kind of concur. Yeah. And so very little limericks at the same time. Weren't that many limericks. Oh. So I guess the wild card rule is still in effect. I guess that's still on, folks. But, like it took us an hour before seeing an actual SmackDown superstar. sticks with Joe's MO, right? Going after family and loved ones and stuff. It makes sense. They set themselves on fire. They But this isn't a match, right? It's not a match. But this is just like beating him up. He headbutts the he headbutts the vest. Rob Vase calls Joe the orphan Samoan. He's not from a family. Oh, that's a good headbutt though. Well, it's not a match. It doesn't matter. You guys can end this anytime. Going for a mic. Got something to say, Joe? This is going a whole lot of nowhere fast, isn't it? They're all calling each other roots now. Of course he's not. Of course he's not. There you go. Oh, did Joe just drop an F bomb? Did he like mouth an F bomb and they cut? And you ass guts it. You ass guts it. That's right, Zeus King. You ass guts it. Oh, so now we have the ref. Now we're ready to go. Okay. All right. Well, we're still having a good time here watching Raw reunion together, folks. I'm glad you're here. So far, it's a very, very humdrum episode of Raw. If it weren't for the little sprinkling of former superstar surprises, I think we'd all be bashing our heads in right now because there's not much going on. There's not much going on here. All right. So, what did you like most so far, chat? What was your favorite part? Was it Kelly winning the 24/7 title, or Pat Patterson winning the 24/7 title? Or maybe it was Drake Maverick winning it again? Jerry Briscoe? Was it John Cena at first with the Usos? Uh, what else? What was it? The match against the Revival? Tell me, chat. What did you like about the first hour of Raw Reunion tonight? We've still got two more to go. They definitely have some surprises. Personally, as far as I'm concerned, right now, Joe saying "Yo ass got it" is tipped up for me. That's the epitome right now. Let's see here. Carlos says we need to build towards SummerSlam, but the opening segment was good. That is. J.S. Brown says, "Damn!" Yeah, that was pretty funny. And Hawkeye says the 24/7 championship matches have been great. And you see, this is what I was asking for at first, right? I was saying, I hope they mix it up, add in some more people. Well, there you go. I got what I wanted, right? I got Jerry Briscoe. I got Pat Patterson. I got Kelly in there. See, all I had to do was ask. All I had to do was ask, and I got it. So good job on me. That'll teach me. Hashtag yo ass got it. That's right, Zeus King. That's right. I'm actually gonna add that to yo ass got it. How many weeks before the SummerSlam now? 2? 3? This is like the third Raw before SummerSlam? Well, the last time we saw Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe in a match together was in 2017, I think. Or was it early 2018? It wasn't very good. See, that's the thing. They keep putting over the fact that Joe is dangerous, that he's like a shark that, tasting blood, he goes into a frenzy, but ultimately, he never wins the big matches. He never pulls one over. He never pulls one over properly. And it's getting hard to believe in Samoa Joe as the rampaging monster that they make him out to be, because he barely wins any of the big matches. It's a good shoulder block by Joe. No, my goodness. Why did I think the match could end there? Warren, have you just started watching wrestling? Why did that shock you? See, that's it. Joe's going back to what happened in at their match, and yes, that's right. It was 2018 Hawkeye. They're back to doing too many rest holds. That was the problem that they had with their match, and here we are right here. And we have Sean Ross Sapp in here watching along with us. Watch a dunk. Get your promos out of here. Shill your stuff on your own time, Sap. Hit the bricks, you bozo. That's a good... See, meanwhile, I miss a great dive by Joe. Sheesh. Sheesh. That's a fun dive. J.S. Brown says, my favorite part is really when Warren trying to rip off Sean Ross Sapp's man bun. What do you... I don't have a man bun. I tied my hair back into a tail. It's not a man bun. And just you wait. Just you wait till I can actually pull off a man bun. Where are my moderators? You gotta bounce this troll. Get him out of here. Yeah, some very... Again, to the outside. Well, you know what's going to happen here. There, Roman moves out of the way. Does... There's just a little something with these two. Stuff just starts to slow down. And there we go with the 10 forearms. No, Sean, I haven't seen the Gangrel promo yet. I haven't watched the SmackDown stuff yet. I can't wait. I'm really excited. Roman Reigns looking at his hand for the claw, perhaps? Changing his finisher up? Going for the claw? No, of course not. I don't see many inverted atomic drops anymore. They don't. They don't have. They. It doesn't happen all that much anymore. And yet it's so effective, and it just makes sense. We get it. We get how it hurts. And they're back to the outside. And there we go, the spear. It was messy. It was messy. It was okay. Just felt like everything was on two different worlds. Carlos says over or under 5 minutes for the women tonight. Are we getting any women's matches tonight? Over or under one match. you know. Yeah. I wonder how this builds up to SummerSlam. Is the toast to Monday Night Raw the main event, folks? Is that how we're closing out the show? I think so. Hawkeye says, remember when Joe beat Roman clean with a Uranagi? Yeah, I think I do. Zeus King asks, will The Miz ask Seth if he's hungry with all the food that Moxley has been taking off his table? In reference to the comments that Seth made during a SummerSlam conference call or media call. I'm not quite. It must have been a conference call. I don't think they do media calls for the big pay-per-views. Where basically Seth said, that Ambrose is, because he called him Ambrose. He's elsewhere, and he's doing well, and he's trying to take food off my table. But I get what he meant. Essentially, what he's saying is that he's turning into competition. He's trying to divert attention away from. He's trying to divert attention away from WWE. Try to compete. That's what he means. Like, he doesn't. I don't think Seth literally feels threatened for his job at this point. I don't think so. But boy, oh boy, he has become a company man, hasn't he? Not Joe, but Seth, I mean. He has become quite the company man over the past couple of weeks, wouldn't you say? But then again, he is or was the Universal Champion. He was their most visible superstar on that. He was the top guy since WrestleMania. Why wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't he be the top guy? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he go out there and speak for the company, stick up for it? I mean, he is the champion after all. I mean, the Ospreay stuff, that's a whole other thing, but Vaporous Vape says, our friends in Canada are behind us, so if you want to be nice, might want to wait a bit before calling the match. I'm not behind. I think I'm going well. And besides, there's a lag. There's a bit of a delay between the moment that I start talking and you guys actually receive the stream. There's a maybe 8 to 7 seconds, 7 to 8. You go up 7 to 8, not 8 to 7. Yeah, so I think it all evens out. Hope everyone's still having a good time. Hawkeye says, did you see Becky's tweet to Russo? No, I did not. I suddenly am very interested in it. Oh wait, no, it's the one where she talked about screwing Seth, and he was talking about she said that's it, screw Seth over, and she says I already am. Yeah, I saw that. That was solid stuff. Very much in the man persona. I like it. I'm actually excited to see AJ Styles and Seth Rollins go at it again. I don't know what you guys in the chat think, but they had a fantastic match at Money in the Bank, like a fantastic match. I think it's one that a lot of people are forgetting when they talk about Seth's reign as champion. There were a lot of people that kind of turned on it, feeling that Seth had gotten a little stale, a little boring, a little dull. But that match, that was a match of the year candidate in my book. So good. You gotta call. You gotta call them when they're fair. And here comes the Miz for Miz TV. Oh, Ms. and Mrs. is starting again. Hawkeye says it's not his fault they put him with Corbin talking about Seth and his program. No, for sure, for sure. His, that added to the lackluster aspect of it. Just some very very weird decision making. I mean, you build up Seth to beat Brock Lesnar, and they did a fantastic build up to it, and people were into it. Feed him AJ Styles straight off the bat. I can get that. But the most extended feud you give him, the most matches that you give for Seth during his reign is against Baron Corbin. That's a little weird. It's just a little weird. And it could have been mostly anyone else. It could have been Bobby Lashley, you know? Could have been Randy Orton that we're seeing in the Battle Royal last week. I like the fact that Seth had to work for his rematch because at least that makes sense. There's no rematch clauses, so at least Seth had to work to get his rematch. That I'm okay with. It makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's take a look at what we just saw. No. Okay, we're going back to extra. I'm gonna very, very, very not too long ago. Very, very not too long ago. Good job, Warren. I recorded an episode of No Particular Angle with JPQ, Jonathan Pilquist, Big Paws on a Pup, and we discussed WWE taking its fans for idiots. And this is the kind of thing that plays right into what we were talking about when they. I don't think we really need again this that we need again this the entire clip. They could have just said, Brock Lesnar cashed in, won the title, and because and at some point when you keep repeating it over and over and over again, it, you start feeling like they're trying to ham fist it down your throat, and you're like, look, I'm not stupid, I get it. I also understand that they do it, for casual viewers who don't watch every week or who just popped in and they want to know what happened. But you could also say Brock Lesnar cashed in his money in the bank on Seth, excuse me, and because I was seeing Seth on my on my television, and you could just be like, okay, that's fine, you know, that's fine, that's all we need. Godzilla's not red. I'm just saying. It kind of looks like Seth's impersonation of Lesnar, everything he just did there. I feel like that's something I would have done. Brock Lesnar. I can do it. Oh, is he now? Oh, that's a that's gonna be hard to pass at the DMV. Zeus King says Lesnar running out of TRT looks like he looks like his face app pic. Yes, I'm glad that they're bringing that back. I mean, that's continuity, and I appreciate that. I appreciate when they bring back the past to sort of justify stuff, connecting the dots, man. Ooh, keep counting. Why did Paul come out? Why did Paul come out in the first place? Why would he do that? Mr. Frats, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the chat. Having a good time watching the Raw reunion. Can't wait for it to pick up. Well, we've heard this promo a couple of times, haven't we? We've heard this promo a couple of times. Mm, yeah. Yep. Brock. Yeah. Easiest gig of the Miz's life here tonight. Just comes out, he pimps a show, and he has a seat. He doesn't have to throw to any questions. Just let it go. All right. Well, nothing egregious about this, but nothing useful either. You know, nothing really happened here. Raw reunion party, and we've got bottles of water everywhere. Here comes Zammy. This is kind of like watching the Attitude Era through the Face app. You were Zeus King. You were more topical about the Face app. You know, go to the Hall of Fame though. Stay away from WrestleMania, but go to the Hall of Fame because that's what the Hall of Fame is for. It's literally for the legends. It's funny how Kurt Angle was mic'd, but not Rey Mysterio. I guess that those are Former general manager privileges only, right? Well, this, I mean, there's a sequence of events that happen. Sami Zayn versus Rey Mysterio, technically, should be good, right? It should be great, actually. I'm looking forward to it. I want to get your opinion. I want to get your opinion, chat. How do you think? What do you think about how they're handling Sami Zayn since he returned? I feel like he came in quite hot, and then they sort of lost his way with them. Feels like they're trying too hard. I don't know. Let me tell me what you think, guys. Because I like Sami Zayn. I've always had a soft spot for him. You know, might be time for them to try another face. What do you guys think? Would it be time? Let me toss it to you instead of just spewing my opinion. Do you think it might be time to return him to a babyface position? Sami Zayn said in an interview at some point after he did his heel turn, he told in an interview that for him, he always saw himself as a babyface. He thought he was going to be a career babyface because he's so natural and so good at it. You know, I feel the critic of the critics very forced. You know, it's not quite it's not quite as natural as his babyface stuff, or even as the heel stuff that he do with Kevin Owens. I'm actually glad that they've decided to keep them apart for a while. I don't think like their histories need to be constantly intertwined. Have Sammy do some stuff, have Kevin do some stuff. Like it doesn't always have to be both of them at the same time, Mr. Fred says he thinks that Sammy is finding his niche finally. Or niche? Is it niche or niche? In French, we say niche. But in English, I think both pronunciations are acceptable, right? Niche or niche. Not to be confused with Nietzsche, the German philosopher. So we're officially halfway through the big Raw reunion, and we haven't had a single women's match unless you count Kelly pinning Gerald Briscoe for the 24/7 title, low blowing him and taking the title off of him. If you consider that a match, then we did have the shortest women's match in history. Intergender. It's not even a women's match. Intergender. All right. Now there she is. Were they making out? No, it's just really weird the way they sort of let each other go and separated. It's kind of like as if they were surprised. '24 champion. What? If you've got a problem with me being 24 champion, So Alundra Blaze basically just said, Alundra Blaze basically just said, if you got a problem with me being 24 champion, you come and tell it to my face because I'm not going to be champion very long. That's what she said. What is going on? All right, here comes Sami Zayn. We've got Sami Zayn. We've got Rey Mysterio. Honestly, we've got the parts to make a fun match here. But is this what we're going to get? All right, here we go. Man, it's still impressive, like Sammy's not the tallest guy, but when you see he's not the tallest guy, but when you see him when you see Rey Mysterio so short next to him. Oh, that's a big Enziguri right there. Oh, wow. Yeah, that must not have felt good on his knees. Falling into the tree of woe like that. Whoo! There we go. Slowing stuff down. Sami Zayn. Some heel offense. And a good old fashioned rest hold. Well, I mean, it's heel offense, right? Smackville next Saturday. Can you believe they've decided to move Blue Thunder Bomb? That too. Can you believe that they're calling their event Smackville? Smackville. Like they've actually decided to go with that name. No one went like, hey, you know what? Might be a good idea to not call it, like Heroin City. Basically, Smackville. I get it, but man, it doesn't work. Nice DDT there from Ray. Countering out of that, I guess it was in a bit of a lawn dart position. Wheelbarrow into a sort of a weak toss. And here comes the 619. But of course, well, thankfully, Sammy rolled out of the way because there was no reason for him to be hanging on the rope just after being half tossed like that. Sammy has enough. RV. What? What? Chasing the paychecks. RVD chasing down the Impact money and the WWE money. Ah, look at this. Shane Helms on Raw. Makes your heart sing. Wow, the RVD thing is a big surprise. So I guess this one's going to end quickly. Back kick. The Hurricane Rana. Wow, there's nothing, just him nuts connecting. 619. Oh yeah, it doesn't a frog splash. Look at that. Fun little moment, but man, whew. Dude, that's the thing, is that I don't know what you guys think so far. I don't know what you guys are thinking so far. But I mean, it's very, very hollow. I mean, you have the stars popping out, the old school guys coming out to some pops, but uh, it's like there's no meat on this bone. There's the Nature Boy. He's already blading. He's already bladed. He's already bladed. Ric Flair now, he just like he goes like this. Starts Crimson Mask. How's everyone doing? Jazz Brown says SmackDown plus Nashville Predators equals Smashville equals Smackville. It's still not good. Smackville. You can explain it any other way you want. You know, it just doesn't work. Hawkeye says Rhino appeared on Impact when he was still under contract with WWE, so I think Impact allowed this to smooth things over. I'm pretty sure RVD was done with Impact after the couple of appearances that he did. He wasn't in for the long haul. And Sports and Things says Sammy is directionless, and that is true. That is very true right now. Putting over the as we like to call them at one point in history, jobbers to the stars. That's what he is right now. A JTTS. Which is a shame. I really was expecting something a little more momentum based on his return. Like, he got a great reception when he came back. He got a great reception. Kind of disappointed that they've decided to sort of let that peter out. Jason PS3, by the way, how you doing? Says, boy, this Raw is getting me excited for SummerSlam. It's supposed to get you excited for nostalgia, Jason. It's supposed to get you excited to see Stone Cold and Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels sharing a beer. And I'm pretty sure Shawn Michaels is dry now, right? I'm pretty sure Shawn Michaels hasn't he? I think he's given up drinking altogether. Speaking of drinking, if you don't mind, I'm gonna pop away for maybe 10 seconds, 15 at the most, to get me a little glass of refreshing beverage. 15 seconds. You'll see. I'll be right back. This is not dead air. This is continuity. It's continuity. There we go. All right, I'm back. I may have overshot the 15-second mark. No, but I may have overshot my prediction that it did take 15 seconds. I think it went faster, right? Pretty sure it went faster. Very surprising to see RVD on Raw tonight. Zeus King says Superstar Billy Graham up next. Oh, brother. If they can get him off his couch, stop complaining for a second. I wonder if we're gonna have another manager segment. You know, where you have all the managers in one place and they all start arguing about something. Raw reunion! It's the greatest reunion on Raw that has ever been reunited on Raw. Reunion! I really hope this pops a rating for WWE because otherwise they're in trouble. But that's the thing, right? Someone was joking around today saying, I can't remember who, but it's like, you know, who, when they do a Raw reunion 20 years from now, who are they going to bring on to pop a rating, you know? Most of the stars, most of the legends right now are going to be passed on or close to. Who's going to be the stars? Who are going to be the stars of today who are going to pop a rating 20 years from now, you know? Now, let's see what the Street Profits are up to. What kind of zany antics are they into? Hey, drug references. The Street Profits indulging in marijuana. I didn't think they could make Montez Ford annoying. I barely recognized her earlier when she won the title. I was like, wait, who's this? I thought it was Ivory, but it was no. She's too tall and uh. Good old Ted DiBiase. There, I was gonna say. So basically, basically, throwback to two championship angles, or at least one was an angle and the other was more of a shoot. When Alundra Blaze showed up as Medusa on Nitro, while currently being the WWF Women's Champion and trashed the title. Of course, legendary moment. I don't need to go into detail. And then Million Dollar Man having purchased the WWF World title at some point, having bought it. So there you go. No, that's right. He didn't buy one, but he tried. He got. He wanted. Yeah, that's it. He wanted to get. He got Andre the Giant to. He wanted Andre the Giant to win it off, to win it for him, and then hand it to him, and he did, but it was vacated because it was illegal to do that or something. Um. Hawkeye says Undisputed Era versus Street Profits is official for Takeover Toronto. Should be a lot of fun. Zeus King says, think Taz will live 20 more years? Sure, he's show sure. Sure. He needs to show up on Raw again, but sure. Um Carlos says this Street Profits segment was a bad look, and it is. And it is. They've managed to make the Street Profits really, really, really annoying, and that bothers me. Michael Stemney wants to know how much money was that in Canadian dollars. Probably, I'd say 73.60. That'd be my guess. Maven Glean says, is something going to go down in the Moment of Bliss segment because it's really up there in the show? Chad, what do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know exactly what they're going to do. They have to do something with Natalia. Like, hopefully there'll be some kind of SummerSlam build, and they have to build Natalia into something here. I realized last week, despite my, I wouldn't say excitement, but my enthusiasm towards the idea of having Natalia versus Becky at SummerSlam as a strong match for Becky, as a match that will help Becky, in which she will look good. I realized that not a lot of people care for Natalia. Not a lot of people like her, and we're very much in disagreement with this booking. I still maintain that it's a great idea. That it's a very, very good idea to have Natalia in there. They're not going to have a classic for all time together. No, that's not the point. The point of the SummerSlam match is to help Becky get a strong, solid win, because she has been in a feud with Lacey Evans for the past few months, a feud that has not done her any good because Evans wasn't ready to be in the position she was in, and it showed that Becky is unable to carry someone who's not to carry someone. Period. She needs to work. Becky is at her best when she can work with someone who knows what they're doing and that she can have that exchange with. But she's not a Bret Hart, where she can just take someone and like, okay, follow my lead. We're going to walk through this. And Lacey was just chock full of those problems. She just couldn't make it happen for poor Lacey. So as far as what's going to happen on the Alexa Bliss segment, that's a great question. I have no idea what they're going to do. And you know what? Honestly, with the way things are going tonight, it could end up just being a very straightforward segment. Where's William Regal? You know. Zeus King, take it easy. Thanks for popping by. Maven in the chat says, I've heard rumors of Ronda showing up tonight. I hope she doesn't, but I won't be shocked. And with the WWE even um, talking about does the women's division need her or not, makes me think she will. I don't think it's a good moment to bring her out because it'll just distract. It'll really, really distract from Natalya versus Becky unless they do bring her out to change the main event, not the main event, but the match at WrestleMania for Ronda versus Natalya. But then again, should Ronda be like pregnant at this stage? She was leaving to make babies, right? Like at this moment, at this stage, like she can't come back. She can't be taking bumps right now, unless she's not pregnant. But she had taken time off to go do that. A vacation. What did the hashtag was impregnation vacation. If your mind dared to forget that. In case you dared to forget. All right. Hopefully we can get something fun here. But you know what? I'm okay if there's a lot of club shenanigans, because right now I feel like the club has to establish itself as really, really strong and dominant. That's what AJ was talking about earlier, saying, we're the baddest, most important faction in wrestling right now. We're the OC, the only club that matters. Well, they got to put their money where their mouth is. They have to make something happen right now. I'm really, really hoping that this works here, and that we're able to get AJ versus that we're able to get not AJ versus Seth, because that's what we're getting, but get some asshole club interference here. Although I really do feel that Seth is going to win, because he's gonna, can't stunt his momentum heading into SummerSlam. Oh, AJ laying in the chops. Oh, Seth is knife edging them. Little roll through. Oh. Oh, what a big rolling forearm there. I love AJ, heel AJ. He sells really, really differently when he's a heel, and it really looks good. Dare I say, looks even better than his usual babyface sell. Flipped over, rope hang, and here comes the club, providing a distraction. There you go. That's what they're for. Oh, well, well, I'm not sure. We'll let this play out. We'll just let this play out. But right now, I'm a little nervous. I'm just a little nervous because this could potentially nerf the Bullet Club, depending on how they pull this off. Because if they do something like they did at Raw 25 with the Revival, or the Revival 8, all of DX's finishers, well, then you're like, this is kind of pointless. I wonder where the rest of DX is. Sean Waltman and Road Dogg. Well, no, Road Dogg's still, like he's at NXT, right? Sean Waltman. Of course, I don't think they'd bring Billy Gunn over now that he's working for AEW. Or would they? But then it makes sense, there's like three guys in the club, and there's Seth Rollins with two other guys. There you go. You have your nostalgia pop. It's 10 o'clock, and we haven't had a single women's match. We haven't had a single women's match, and yet the 24/7 title has changed hands between women 3 times tonight. And yet there hasn't been a single match. And then we're going to get Becky. Things are going to move on. I said coming in that I wasn't sure how I was feeling about the Raw reunion. That it could either be really, it could be really average, or it could, they could find a way to combine stuff really, really well. But as it stands right now, this is, it hasn't been the easiest to watch. And maybe I'm just not high on the nostalgia stuff anymore, because it's always the same. Gonna be honest, I popped when I saw RVD, but otherwise it's all, everyone we've seen tonight so far is the usual crew of WWE legends. And they're overexposing the legends, if you want to believe that. I mean, if WWE is good at anything, it's driving people down our throats a little too much. And I can't believe right now that right now we've got that right now we have DX coming out, and then at the end we still have Austin, and I just got it. Anonymous just gave me a tip. Anonymous just handed me over a tip. That's my very, very, very first tip. Thank you very much. Didn't quite see the amount, but I want to thank you. If you want to join in, if you feel like it, tinyurl.com/tipwarren if you feel like it. But here, very historic moment here. My very first tip. Handed in. If I could type correctly. And like Jason PS3 said, no one is getting over. That is correct. All right. Styles hasn't been able to do much this match. Look at Seth go. Ooh. The knee was a glancing blow, but boy, that super kick landed. Hey, thanks for stopping in, JS Brown. Have a good time at work. Ah, boo. Ah, no. This is going to become a 6-man. Where's Teddy Long? Teddy Long has to come out here. Yeah, y'all know how this is going to go. Sweet chin musics and pedigrees. This is bad. This really is bad. Suck it. There we go. Teddy Long has to come out and make a match here. Holla holla. All 6 of you against The Undertaker. Now, look, if this... Okay. There's the rest of DX. Oh, shoot! Kevin Nash. Careful, Kevin, getting into the ring. Wouldn't want you to blow an ACL. Take your time. Vape Ross Vape, thank you very much for the tip, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. See, this is bad. This is the best way to bury your brand new heel faction. Yeah, this is bullshit. Who does this serve? Who gets over? Jason PS3 said it. No one is getting over. Well, he said no one is not getting over, but no one gets over here. All the dudes in the ring don't need this. Nobody needs this. Shawn doesn't need this. X-Pac doesn't need it. Kevin Nash doesn't need it. The honors of what? Saying suck it? For the millions in attendance and for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching home? See, that's it. The real click, the real too sweet. This was bad. You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have DX come out and mess things up for the club. That's fine. But then the club run in with their chairs. What if they had beat the tar out of Shawn Michaels and Triple H right there? What would have happened? Instant mega heels. You would have immediately created a legit heel stable of tough guys that everyone would hate. Are you kidding me? Being in the ring with chairs, just beating the shit out of Triple H and Shawn Michaels, then have Road Dogg and Scott Hall and have them run in for the save. But then the OC, they screw off and they're like, this is our house now. See, this is why WWE is having so much trouble building new stars, because they keep hanging on to the past like this. They bring back the old guys and girls, not just for like old time's sake or to put new people over. It's to keep putting them over. That was a waste of an opportunity. Honestly, Chad, am I dreaming here? Tim Traver, good to see you. Am I dreaming? Like, I can't be alone in thinking this. If Michaels and Triple H had been beaten down with chairs by the club, instant stars. You just have something that clicks right then and there that people can get excited about. Right? I mean, honestly, I can't be wrong about this. I refuse to believe that I'm wrong. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's a beautiful opportunity that was missed, just to keep some people who over for some reason. Ultimately, this show is serving no purpose. There's nothing going forward. There's no build up to anything. No one's getting over. We're just putting the old stars over, and there's nothing for them to contribute. They're not there on a weekly basis anymore. There's nothing that happens with them anymore. So like I was saying before, in 20 years, when we get the Raw reunion in 2039, which stars of today are going to show up for the pop reaction? Who is it going to be? If they keep acting like this, they're literally going to have to use holograms of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. This is incredibly frustrating. Sports and Things, Carlos says the OC is buried hard here. Michael Stepney says, what a reaction it would be to see AJ Styles put the style clash on HBK and Gallows and Anderson hit the Triple H with the Magic Killer. Such a good point, especially since so many people say AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels is the dream match we never got, we'll never get. Can you imagine? That would have been... It's mind-boggling, isn't it? I don't understand why they had to do this. I'm T-posing. Look at my T-pose. I don't understand why they did this. Oh. That's really, really incredibly frustrating. Oh boy. Well, I'm still glad that you guys are here with me, sharing my frustration. But look, on the flip side, this is the first thing I really got excited about, even though it's in the opposite sense. Like, I get frustrated about, but at least I'm feeling something. The rest of the show has been so bland. Look at Ted DiBiase going off in his limousine with his. Oh, he's getting beat up in it. R-Truth? There was a ref in there. We could hear him. Who does that to his wife? Who does that to his wife? Come up to it. Hey, baby, it's time to consummate. I'm not. It's good shit. Good old Mick. He's a mainstay. Again, always happy to see Mick Foley, but we see him a lot. Come to Papa. Well, yeah. Oh, well, of course it's that. You know. Oh. Is it Bray? It's Bray. Yeah! Yeah. With the mandible claw. It's Foley can't bump. Yeah, with the lighting, that's the freakiest mandible claw I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm really down with this. It's perfect. For Mick Foley, it was either that or getting a run with the 24/7 title. Um, I've read Titum Brown, which is one of Mick Foley's novels. I don't know if you guys ever read that. It's worth it. It's very, very interesting and surprisingly poignant. I remember liking it. You should check it out. Titum Brown. That's Tietam Brown. It's the name of a character in the book. It's a little twisted. But look. See, at least Bray gets something out of Raw Reunion. See, Jason PS3 just said it himself. One wrestler got put over. That's what you should be doing with your with not maybe not all your legends, but see, at least Ray Bray comes in and he fucks up Mick Foley, and you're like, okay, continues to be booked strong. That's how you do it. You don't have him be petered out or overshined. Is it overshone or overshined? If it's you don't have him. He wasn't over. Words are coming. He wasn't over. He wasn't overshined by Mick Foley. Mick Foley didn't like mount a comeback or like no, came in and got and looked strong, like the club, which was a completely wasted opportunity. Sort of like this little bit of commentary was a bit of a waste as well. Tim Travers says, I'm not sure I can get behind the new Bray Wyatt thing. That's fine. Different strokes for different folks, right? Jason PS3 says, 3 weeks away from SummerSlam doesn't feel like it, especially not tonight. There's no build. There's nothing. A Blaine is here. The world's most handsome mod. My mod who can beat up your mod any day of the week. Follow my boy Blaine Mendoza on Instagram, folks. Blaine is he's a model and he's also a powerful guy. He lifts weights and he also looks great on top of that. You follow him at BL8INE. So you get it, Blaine. BL8IN3. I mean, look at this guy. Hang on a second. I'm going to pull up my secondary camera to make sure. I mean, look at him here. Come on, focus, camera. Look at this guy. This is my mod. This is my mod. I dare you to have a more impressive, powerful mod. Hang on a second. And look at this guy. Look at him. I mean, whenever I go out in public, I want Blaine to follow me so then I can talk shit to everyone I meet, and everyone who dares to speak back, just sick him. Get him, Blaine. All right, well, the only ladies segment of the evening, I'll be pulling double duty here for Bell to Bells here, folks, which you can follow, of course, BELLTOBELLES.com or on Twitter at Bell to Bells. Let's give this a listen. Let's pay attention because it's the only time we actually have current women on the roster doing something here tonight. I'm glad the friendship is still ongoing. I like this angle. And now comes Natalia. Yeah, like Corey Graves just said, just mention Canada and a Canadian and a heart shows up. It's like saying Candyman 3 times in the mirror. It's funny how I'm going to talk about the perception of Canada in wrestling, home country. Because Toronto and Calgary are two completely different cities and they're very far apart. Carlos says, "Did we forget the ace of mods, Kristen Ashley? Kristen she's busy getting ready for a big. Oh, there she is. Oh, look at that. She just popped in. Hi, Kristen. You're just in time for the ladies. So basically, Natalia is asking for respect after they fought in Japan 14 years ago. Oh, gotta tell you, like they're with their cups. I gotta tell you, I like that Becky brought up Ronda's relationship with Natalia. See, I like connecting the dots. I like connecting the dots. This makes even more sense to me. That Becky's like, you know what? I got this from your pal. I like it. I'm super cool with this. This really does work. Vape Ross Vape says Natty is great but has the worst gear. Her ring gear isn't the best, is it? It's eh, it's an odd stylistic choice. Let's put it that way. Kristen says that it's a little weird to hear dead air on a Mr. Warren Hayes show because she's not listening to Raw right now apparently. Yeah, see, everyone else is listening to Raw, and then they sort of pretend that I'm in their living room with them, and that I'm talking to, and I'm just talking. Carlos says the women got 5 minutes. Yeah, did you time it, Carlos? 5 minutes. That's all the women got tonight. Outside of the sequences with the legends, the former wrestlers, 5 minutes. But as Blaine pointed out, we did get billed to SummerSlam. We got. Is this the only segment that led to SummerSlam build? I do believe so. It's the only one. I want to just touch a bit on this, the perception of Canada, in regards to wrestling. It's funny because Natalia's like, I'm going back to my home country, to win the title, and everyone's going to be behind me. But like I said, and it's interesting, this perception of Canada, like all like Canada being one big group of people that we all agree on everything all the time. I find it's really funny because Natalia's from Calgary, Alberta, which is further out west, much further out west than Toronto, which is where SummerSlam is being held. So technically speaking, Torontonians don't give a shit about people from Calgary. It's not as if like, let's say in hockey, the Maple Leafs and the Flames have that big of a rivalry, but the idea being that she's from this country, so we must cheer for her, is exactly the same as if it would be the same as if someone said, someone from a wrestler from Los Angeles, California said, I'm gonna win the title for going back into my home country, and he was wrestling in Providence, Rhode Island. I was like, yeah, go United States. I'm doing this for you, United States. It's a very weird dichotomy that exists, because for us Canadians, we're like, she's coming back to Canada. Yeah, she's going to wrestle in Toronto and she's from Calgary. Now, if she had wrestled in Calgary, if SummerSlam was in Calgary, that would have been a really big deal. And that would have been something that probably a lot of the country would be talking about. But right now it's more like, people are from, sure, yeah, she's from Canada, but there's more and more. Maybe there was a time when we had like Canadian superstars, where you have Canadian superstars. There weren't as many Canadian superstars, what I'm trying to say, in WWE, and then it felt special. But now there's more and more. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Natalya, Jinder Mahal, former WWE champion Jinder Mahal, pardon me. It's more of a dime a dozen thing. And Kevin Owens gets the big reactions that he gets in Montreal because he's from Montreal. But if you were to go to Vancouver, he'd probably get a big reaction, but definitely not as big. Ooh, strong words. Strong words. I think it's hilarious that Renee is in on this now. We're gonna consummate our marriage. Oh my god! They just kidnapped his wife. Oh. Oh. How the tables have turned. I like this. Braun is coming out. Braun Strowman. I love you, my supportive girlfriend. Thank you for being here. And I'm just I'm being stupid. Blaine says there's only one wrestler that Canada will be 100% at SummerSlam, and that's Kevin Owens. I have to agree. I'm of the opinion that pretty much anyone at this time here, at this point here of Kevin Owens' career, everyone's going to be behind him, though. Vape Ross Vape says, my last boss was from Richmond Hill. He was awesome. Most Canadians are pretty chill. Look at this jabron. Look at this. Braun has a mic because we need more talking tonight, right, fellas and fellettes? Don't ever sell it, buddy. I mean, there's his selling is just on the verge of cartoony. Yeah, no, come on, man. He's flipping around too much. Just die, it's just like just drop. This isn't Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan. All right then. Whew, excuse me. Braun got over. Braun got over. That's a hell of a throw. And the guy, I mean, what was? Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear Corey Graves? What was this guy's name? Randy Rhodes. and and Michael Cole says, "Oh, Randy Rowe." Oh, Randy Rhodes. Holy crap. Oh boy. Someone's getting a talking to later. I don't think Michael Cole thought that was funny. What was his name? Randy Rhodes? Oh, guys, I hope you're enjoying the stream, though. I know I am. I'm actually glad I'm doing this with you guys. I might do this a little more often, once in a while. Just pop in so we can all watch the proceedings together. Because this one here is this one here is it's kind of what I was expecting, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of what I was kind of expecting this. Just a lot of the old guard being put over, having them get some kind of better positioning than the actual on-screen talent that they have today, and not many matches and not a lot of build-up, just a bunch of stuff that really feels empty. It doesn't, the whole of the Raw show doesn't Raw reunion shows like this, it doesn't have to be just a showcase. It doesn't have to ring hollow. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm having a good time. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad to see all you friendly faces popping in and out, chatting along, having a good time. You think we can get some people in here for the main event? What do you think, fellas and ladies? I have to stop saying fellets. That's the worst word, and it doesn't even exist, and it's just terrible. It's the worst thing to say. Do you guys want to send out this link? Give it a thumbs up. Let's try to get people in here. Let's try to do this. And Blaine says, "Why not put the talent we love today over the old guard?" That's been a theme of the stream this evening, particularly true with the club and DX, which is still a missed opportunity. I'm gonna go to bed with that haunting me. I really, really am. Mm. All right. So basically, we have the toast left, right? And that's it. That's the only segment we have left, right? Oh, look at that WWE with the beer sponsorships. That's a big deal. That's something that WWE had been gunning for years, many years ago. Find your beach. All right. So main event time. I just want to give. So so as far as the brand split goes tonight, it was pretty much maintained aside from Roman, right? There there wasn't any SmackDown talent outside of Roman who was on Raw tonight. So maybe they are trying to retcon the. Maybe they are going to retcon the wild card rule. Look at Kevin Nash being a dick. Triple H is like telling Santina, move down some more, move down some more. We need to squeeze in more people here. Mark Henry's coming out. Where was Edge? Where was Edge tonight? So is Alicia Fox officially considered a legend now? Is this the thing? Because she's out there. Because at first, when we saw her at first, I thought it was that she was part of, just still part of the roster and being there. But now she's come out with the legends. And here comes. Here we go. Here comes Hogan. Oh, and they're giving him a mic. Ah. Hey, let's do this, Hulk. Come on. Let's see if you can get through a promo. Can you do it, buddy? No, good point, Maven. Saying that I like that Mick isn't standing out there continuity. Yeah, he was just trash, so that's good. Reunion. The raw reunion. The raw reunion. Mushmouth Hogan. The raw reunion. I'm really glad Caitlyn is there, but I honestly, I said it earlier before in the stream, and in case you're just popping in here, I'm just going to say it again. Caitlyn had such a great showing at the Mae Young Classic last year. I don't understand why they didn't give her another run. Could have been just a short run. All right, I don't know how you can't not get chills when the glass breaks. I mean, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame that his career was cut so short because of some stupid circumstance. Like technically, if he was still healthy, like uninjured, because he looks good, he looks fantastic. But man, think of all the dudes who are still over 40, even close to 50, and even over 50 who are still wrestling today. Austin could have been one of those, man. And the style that he had, I love the skulls on the coolers. Nice touch. And I agree. I agree with everyone in the chat. If Kevin Owens doesn't come out, it's another missed opportunity. There you go. I mean, someone has to get over here. Someone has to get over. He's being wadded. No sentimentality. Drop Hogan. Yeah, that's fantastic. When do I sit in on the board? Can I get invited to Thanksgiving dinner? No. Rick is he's such a he's such a mark for that stuff. It's fantastic. This is a fun promo. No, I don't think we're getting Kevin Owens then. Well, that was a very fun and earnest promo by Steve. I mean, that was really, really good. It was very sentimental in his own way, very heartfelt. But I mean, there was, I mean, again, who gets over? Who gets over? Steve Austin doesn't need to get over. He just doesn't. But that was a really good promo. That was good. Very self-congratulatory. But then again, that's what. That's fine. That's what it was for. It's just a shame that it ends with no no signal moving forward. Oh, boop, boop. Steve Austin with a live mic. I want more of this. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, that was getting good now. Dropping S-bombs? You kidding me? Talking about doing illegal stuff in South Africa with Jerry Briscoe? Come on. Oh, it's just getting good. Well, I mean, there you go. This is what it was. It was that's what it was. It was pretty much what I expected it to be. Just trotting out the legends, the Hall of Famers, bringing them out and just letting them parade, much to the chagrin of our current roster, where no one really got over, except for Bray Wyatt. That was the only thing that got over. I don't know. Fun promo, don't get me wrong. Wish we got more live mic Steve Austin, but yeah. That was Raw Reunion. It was pretty much what you would have expected it to be. That was pretty much what you expected it to be. Well, folks, I want to thank you all for popping in this surprise impromptu live stream. Might do this again. If you like this, if you like the idea of me doing some watch-alongs like this, press F in the chat. Go right ahead. Do that. I might just do this again sometime. That was a lot of fun. Remember that I will be back here live for my usual weekly show, the Mr. Warren Hayes Show, on Thursday, right here on youtube.com/MrWarrenHayes. So you can actually go right now and set a reminder if you want to do that. I'll also be Wednesday. I'll be on Fightful Select for the 205 Live NXT recap show, so that'll be a good time as well. And also, don't forget to pick up my very, very brand new tip-top #1 t-shirt that proves that you are not dead. I am not dead. I'm not dead. You head to whatforapparel.com/I'm not dead. Pick up one for yourself just to convince everyone around you that you're not dead. And if you feel like it, tinyurl.com/tipwarren if you feel up to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all. So why don't I get the outro music going here? There we go. We'll end this properly. We'll end this nice and proper. Thank you all very much. And I see a lot of F's in the chat, so that's fantastic. Thank you, everyone, for popping in this evening, sitting around with me. And I'll see you next time.